Men do have it a bit harder because we are expected to be this alpha male. We can't cry. As soon as you cry, you're looked at as a bitch. And every female will be like, oh, okay, sorry, no. Crying brings out your emotions. Crying makes you a better person. No, shut up. If we cry, you are automatically going to lose respect and you're going to think, suck it up, princess, because you're a man. Yeah. That's honestly, and that's the truth.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Lebbie podcast is the best podcast in the area, and you can't change my mind.
You know what? Seriously, I don't even know how we're doing this podcast right now. Like, we had our guest cancelled last minute. I mean, you know when that happens, like usually guests are good. Like guests when they tell us, yep, all good, it's good. But this guest decided for some reason not to tell us, and then we messaged him on the day, all right, it was wrong from our behalf to message him on the actual day.
I feel like we could have confirmed.
We should have messaged him earlier, and he's like, oh, sorry, forgot to tell you, I can't make it on the podcast, and which is fine, by the way. Things pop up, obviously things happen, but it just shits me so much because like fuck.
No, and not only that, it's just that we're so limited with the guests we can get because people tell us get athletes. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say this straight up. People tell us get athletes and get this and that.
You can't. The thing is, like, if a lot of people tell me, why do you only get TikTokers? Why do you only get TikTokers? Why do you only get TikTokers? I'm like, the reason I only get TikTokers is because they're my, like, that's my community. Like, that's who I'm associated with. That's where my biggest platform is. Guys, sorry to interrupt the podcast, but this podcast is sponsored by Manscape. Yes, we are sponsored by Manscape, the Lebbie podcast. Fellas, have you started spring cleaning yet? The carpets need cleaning, the drapes need dusting, and your lawn needs mowing. Spring has sprung, and the global leaders in below the waist grooming have the best tools for cleaning. I mean, is it aisle 5 in your pants? What does that mean? Aisle 5 in your pants. Time to clear out your winter bush and join the other 4 million worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscape.com for 20% off plus free shipping, which we'll get to. But firstly, let's talk about these products, man. We got 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner. We got body wash. We got the 4.0 lawnmower.
You know the 4.0. You can't fail with the 4.0.
Honestly, the 4.0 is engineered.
Hydrating body spray, so it's lightweight and it's quick drying, so it dries quick, so you don't need to worry about that.
We also have lip balm, so if your lips get dry, I know my lips get dry so much, like especially the fact now that it's Ramadan, but I don't even know if you can use. But anyway, whether or not, but like my lips get dry often. But lip balm is honestly like this one is so moisturizing and softening for soft lips. The body wash is amazing, guys. Go to manscape.com, use the code Lebbie, you get 20% off plus free shipping. Yes, you heard that right, plus free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Use the code, get yourself a Manscaped 4.0 pack, performance package.
They've also got the the weed whacker, the crop preserver, and the
comes with everything you need to be groomed all round. And when I say all round, I mean all round. So guys, go to manscape.com, use the Lebbie, use the code Lebbie20 for 20% off plus free shipping.
Lebbie20.
Lebbie. But anyway,
it's down here anyway.
It's down here. All right, this guy
just confused.
But anyway, guys, use the code Lebbie for 20% off plus free shipping. Let's get back to the podcast. And that's mainly the people that know me. And then you go on, as you said, the athletes or someone that was in a movie 15 years ago that no one cares about anymore, or someone that I'm being specific here. I don't give a shit. I'm being specific, or someone that's fucking some sort of artist that has one hit song, one hit wonder. They want to come here and because they got a blue tick, you message them and they're like, oh, they don't at least reply.
No, they don't. At least reply. They don't even read. They leave it undelivered.
They don't even read because all right, we're the best podcast in Australia, but we don't have a blue tick. All right, that's the facts of it. We're the best podcast with no blue tick.
But I feel like even if we get blue ticks, even if we do get blue ticks, we're still gonna give people the time of day. Like,
no, 100%.
It's not right, bro. If we want to advance as a, let's say this country, if we want to advance our content creation and we want to create an avenue for more people, we got to fucking collaborate more. We've got to be.
But that's the thing. No one wants to collaborate. Everyone wants to be fucking selfish and go and do their own thing and just me. And no, I don't want to give back too much. It's like I've seen people that come up and they're like, oh, I've already done a podcast. They've done a podcast, but what they've done is a 15-minute fucking interview on radio or 15-minute interview on TV that is literally, that reveals nothing about the person besides their hit song or literally nothing about, like, a podcast. People need to understand a podcast is a setting where we actually sit down, we have a long form conversation. This is raw edited. This isn't, I'm not using some radio voice where I'm saying, oh, hey guys, how's the weather? You
No,
know,
we don't kiss ass for 15 minutes, bro.
No.
I see these people. They say, "Oh, I went on a podcast." It's radio. It's basically someone kissing their ass for 15 minutes. Oh, your music's amazing. What's your new music that's gonna come out?
So what's the next music coming up? It's always the same questions.
Yeah,
So what's the next music coming up? Oh, so how'd you get started into the music game?
Yeah, bro, I'm sick of radio.
I want to
can't do
know.
radio.
I want to know what type of manouche is your favorite manouche.
Yeah.
That's what the people want to know. Like people want to know specific things that are personal. People don't want to sit there and know. Like I enjoy this media shit. I always talk about it. I love fucking social media, but I don't enjoy actual media, radio,
Yeah.
TV, and that. And a lot of people tell me, why don't you try and get into the media or get into like TV or get? I'm like, because it's all fake, bro. It's all fake.
Yeah, you want to be able to have your personality come on the podcast and go, yeah, how the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
Or like, be yourself, you know what I mean? But
100%.
on radio, you got to put on a specific voice, right? You can't have your Lebbo voice. You gotta have a specific voice.
This
where
is
it's
why
like,
Lebos are never on radio. Have you noticed? Like
Yeah,
all the
hey.
radio presenters are the same fucking people. They're like, hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going down to this and that.
Hey.
And like they don't have a Lebo voice. So if a Lebo was on the radio, it'll be like, yeah, the boys. But it'd be raw. It'd be like
and
straight
you know
out of
what?
Western Sydney.
Yeah, imagine there was a Lebbo radio station.
No, I think there should be.
Right.
I don't want to call it a Lebo radio station, but there should be like a Western Sydney radio station where basically people can actually like talk and like be themselves and you know, oh, bro, it's so dark on me, man. Look at it. Here you go.
Right, we're gonna change up the setting though as well.
Yeah, that's another thing I was talking about. Like, look at this camera, and then look at his camera, right?
My camera's more clearer.
Look at how
the same
different-
camera. It's the same
It's the
exact
same
camera.
camera, but look how different the brightness and the contrast is. Yeah, we have to make a big. That's another thing that I want to talk about. We want to make a big change to this podcast. We're going to change up how we're sitting. We're going to change up the lighting. We're going to change up the setting. We're going to change up a lot of things because at the moment I'm fucking disappointed. I hate how the setting.
Yeah, but
is.
we can't just talk. We gotta do as well. All right.
No,
we
100%.
gotta do.
And look, whether it's going to take us 2-3 weeks to take off the podcast, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's going to take us some time. We might have to take some time off. Like, as much as it sucks, as much as I hate taking time off the podcast, we need to fix this up, man. Like, we need to sort out a lot of shit. Firstly, in terms of guests, like, have you noticed now there's no guest on this podcast, it's just me and him? It's because we keep getting cancelled last minute and we need to find a better way of getting guests. Like, at the moment, it's like messaging them through Insta. Clearly, there's a lot of artists and a lot of people that we want to change up, that we want to go towards that avenue, but no one is allowing us to because no one is taking us like seriously in terms of that, of that industry. That's the problem. Like,
You know what it is? I think they see our Instagram or whatever we
100%.
message them through, and they see that we're getting like
110%.
TikTokers and that, and they say like they have this thing, right? When the ones with the blue check marks are like, you know, I'm different than these people. If I go on this podcast, I'm the same level as the TikTokers they've been getting. But
It's not about that though. It's not. And you know what's crazy? Yes, TikTokers like Yisra are more relevant than 90% of these people.
No, they are.
That's the reality of it. Like all these kids right now are watching TikTok, and a lot of people were telling me the other day, like, oh, every time I tell people like, oh, I'm on YouTube and that, they're like, oh, really? Like why aren't you just on TikTok? Why don't you just do live podcasts on TikTok? And I was thinking, you know what? That's a good idea because TikTok at the moment, let's face it, it's the biggest and strongest app in the world by far, by a mile.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially,
But who knows how long this will be? How long would it be at the top of its game though? It's only been going upwards. Let's be honest. Like it's only been going upwards to where you think it's gonna die out, but then they come back with something new.
The thing,
But that's what Vine couldn't do. Vine, when Vine was in, they weren't changing it up.
No,
They weren't
I
doing
don't-
lives. They weren't doing stuff like that.
yeah, I don't see TikTok. I don't see TikTok going away anytime
They're smart
soon.
the way they change it
But
up.
the problem, what they've done is the biggest problem is they've not put the creator fund
Creator fund, yeah.
in Sydney or Australia in general.
Yeah.
Like we need a creator fund because where's the fucking support? We actually go out there and make content, but there's no support for it because like, you know, it's hard. It's hard because we're actually doing all this stuff, but no one's showing us the support in terms of like the creator marketplace or the creator fund. You know what I mean? So this is why I feel like we have the right content in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Because in Sydney, what are people watching?
They're watching lives. They're watching
Yeah.
the same kind of content. You know, I don't even count it as content, to be honest.
Like I can't do drama, bro. I can't do drama. I just can't do it.
Bro, we were laughing yesterday. We were watching this live, and it was a lot of people in it, and a lot of people were commenting, "Oh, bro," and they were acting like it's a surprise, like they're surprised about what's going on. But we know, because we're in this.
Most
we know,
of the time, like people jump onto these lives, and you see them. They look at the viewers. Bro, they look at like they're starting a drama and then they're like looking at the viewers, and as the viewers go up, that's the more they start
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
If there was no viewers, if these people had like 0 viewers, 5 viewers, there wouldn't be drama.
No,
there would
no.
be no drama, bro. I've seen them. Wallah, they
Yeah.
make it so obvious the way they look up at the viewers.
It's like this. It's like what did you say?
What'd you
Nah.
say, Le? And then he looks up at the viewers, and then the viewers are going up, and he goes, "Fuck your mum," and he swears to the guys. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, this is like so obvious. It's literally so obvious what they're trying to get at.
But
You know
to
what I
me, even if it's fake, right? Your dignity becomes less. If you're letting another man call you a kalb or whatever, let's say whatever it is, and you come back live with him again for a
Yeah.
rocket or whatever for money for the views,
100%.
I can't do that because I have dignity. Even if it's faking it, if I'm faking it, I'm never gonna talk to the person again. Like, you gotta have dignity about yourself.
You gotta understand that these people, what they don't do is they don't have content. They don't have content. Like a lot of the people that do dramas, their content is dramas.
Yeah, it is.
What the problem with the area is, and with the society, I don't even want to. I want to stop calling it the area, because it's like not just the area; it's Australia in general.
Yeah,
You
it
know
is,
what?
yeah.
It's Australia in general, bro. It's not just the area. We can't just
But
keep
in what
blaming
sense
the
you
area.
mean, like the content and stuff like that?
No, in terms of like people supporting people that don't have content, it's not only the area. Like Aussies, I see like fucking all other cultures sitting there and supporting these people on lives that just do drama. But then people that actually have content, they don't lift them up. Like,
No.
like I've seen people that have content, people that have actual content, like there's people with crazy talent in Australia.
Yeah.
But they don't get the recognition they deserve because of other people that don't make content. You know what I mean? This is why I always say we have the right content. Like our podcast is great. Like we've had mad conversations on here. We've brought some of the most, you know, we've brought some amazing guests on here. You know,
Yeah,
people with
like-
actual talent. We haven't just got TikTok people. We've got
No.
people with talent, people with amazing stories. Athletes.
We got
you know,
Billy
like-
Dib, for example. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
one
like
of my
we've got
favourite
people that have
podcasts.
done actual things. But the sad part is, you look at the numbers, you look at the views on our podcast. The most viewed podcasts are the ones with, I'm not going to say no talent, but the ones that are not, you know,
The ones that aren't working as hard as the other ones.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that?
yeah, it's fair to say that. Like
I
people
mean,
that,
they work hard, but they're in their own.
in their own niche.
It's
Like,
less
they're not-
respected.
Yeah, it's not as respectable as people that like someone like Billy Deep should be the most viewed podcast. He should be, because
Yeah.
like what the guy has achieved is crazy. It's crazy to say, like a guy from a Lebanese background from Western Sydney has gone onto the global stage in America, fought with the big dogs, and become an IBF champion.
That takes
You know what I mean?
that takes more effort and more respectable hard work than someone going on live and making it top one in Australia live.
not only making a top one, but swearing at someone's mum or causing drama.
Yeah,
or
but
doing
through
shit
that,
like
they go in
Yeah.
the top through that.
So
whatever.
that's like the sad part about what our country and what this, you know, Australia as a whole has considered in terms of content creation. Like we have so many ideas, and I'm just gonna say it. We're gonna start a second channel. We're gonna start a second channel, and fuck, I don't know. I don't even know. Like I don't know how it's gonna go. I have no idea. We have so many ideas.
Can you keep talking? Because I think I forgot to put the charge on this.
Oh my
This
god.
is a bit fucked, but
Oh my god. But anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. So the second channel, what we're gonna do is what we're aiming to do is basically do skits, vlogs, because with what we're doing right now, I don't feel creative. I seriously do not feel creative at all. Because with the podcast, it's just literally a conversation. Like I'm sitting here and I'm talking to someone at the moment. I'm talking to myself because this bloke is doing some IT issues. But when I'm talking to someone and I'm interviewing someone, it doesn't truly showcase my creativeness. And I feel like I'm so creative in terms of like content creation, in terms of skits, in terms of vlogs. If you go back and check my channel, I've put out vlogs out there. I've put out challenges. I've put out skits. But I feel like this channel has literally become just about the podcast. In terms of everything we've put out, it's just become mainly about the podcast. And which is a good thing in a way, because people have appreciated the podcast. Initially, people didn't want to watch the podcast. They just wanted to watch skits. But we changed up the narrative, and now it's all about the podcast. And this second channel that we're making, I don't even know a name yet. I don't know what it's going to be. But honestly, I hope you guys can support us on that second channel, because that second channel is going to truly showcase our creative side.
I feel like we'll have more what's that word? We'll have more like different things we can do on the second
Yeah.
channel, because you're so limited on this channel. Because We can do skits.
We
and
can
that,
still
but it's
do
just
skits on this channel, but
It's going to
what
be too
it's-
all over the place.
100%. What it's all become about is it's become about the podcast. Like the last fucking 10 videos we've posted is the podcast.
Yeah, it's just all
So
the same.
if we were to now change it up and start doing skits and vlogs and things like that, it's not going
It's too
to work
all over
well
the
with the
place.
narrative, and it's not going to, I don't know, it's not going to align well. So I think a second channel just for vlogs, skits, challenges, and I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of collabs because there's a lot of people that have talent that I want to showcase and I want to work with them. And there's so many people in Sydney and in Australia in general that have so much talent that I want to bring forth to the table and actually collab with them and link with them and link our ideas and just change up the game, man. Because YouTube game in Australia at the moment, it's fucking lacking.
Bro,
It's lacking so much.
You don't have to be within this sphere to understand that Australia's levels behind, like in terms of content. You look at the UK.
Look, whether it's the TikTok and live and all this shit that's taken over, I don't know. Maybe that plays a role because everyone's watching that now. Everyone's just become lazy. They don't want to watch proper
But
content.
TikTok's big in the UK as well, though. I see that there's those two guys that are boxing. I don't know. They're always.
It is. No.
big on
TikTok's
TikTok.
big in the UK, but what's also big in the UK is YouTube.
Yeah, they're still carrying
They're still,
on.
bro.
They're-
The Sidemen, fucking Beta Squad, all these guys, they're still killing it, bro. Their views are crazy. So if we can get like that version of people like that here, where we can make like a team or collab or I don't know, do skits and do challenges and do things like that and do public videos, man, I reckon that'll go off.
We got to
I seriously
give
think
these
that'll
people
go off.
opportunity, honestly. And there might be someone that's watching this podcast that's talented and
Seriously, man,
wants
let
to
us know.
showcase that talent. We
Let
can
us know,
collab.
man.
Honestly, we can do any
You know,
theirs, whatever. It could be in
Yeah.
public. Like anyone that wants to showcase their talent and wants to get into this world of social media,
because I feel like
jump on board.
this TikTok thing, like we're jumping on lives now, but the only reason we jumped on lives is because we're making it fun. We're making it entertaining. Like we had lives, we had 3 lives this week. The first day, what did we do? We went and had Macca's in the car,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
we had a mukbang.
We had a
The
mukbang,
second
yeah.
day, we did fucking impersonations. I put on a wig. I started having a big laugh. The third day, we went to Liverpool and we just ran amok
We're
and
at
we
Nivo
went to
KK's, we're
Krispy
just-
Kremes.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were looking for eshays in public.
Oh, and then we went to Liverpool. Yeah, we were looking for.
That's what I'm saying.
Eshays,
We're
yeah.
looking for eshays in public. And then the fourth day, we had a cook-off. We didn't have a cook-off, but we made Miga ring noodles and we made a garlic bread,
That was fun.
which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
Like, and people are enjoying that. So what we're trying to do is put that creative side into TikTok lives because it feels like these days all people want to watch is lives.
Bro, it's embarrassing, right? I've said this before, but let's say like Logan Paul comes here. Let's say he wants to do a tour or whatever, and he wants to link up with some big creators. Who's he going to link up with?
Mons?
Mons?
It probably is.
Imagine Logan Paul with Mons.
Imagine we go, all right, who's the biggest content creator in Australia at the moment? Mons? Or
Who's
Yisra?
this Mans dude? Like, who
And
just
like,
like,
"Well,
who-
what does he do? I'm like, he just fucking goes on live and
he's
just
40 years old and screams at people.
asks for your Snapchat or swears at your mum.
Yeah.
But like that's the reality of content creation in Australia, and it shits me because like there's so many talented people. I'm gonna drop names here: John Bernard,
Yeah.
Olin Tekers,
100%.
Shaq TV.
100%.
You know, you got people like
even
that.
like Moe Diori. Like
Moe Diori.
He's killing it on
You
YouTube.
He's killing it. Like you got people like that, but they're not given the recognition they deserve because no one's watching them. I mean, people are watching them, but people are not giving them the same recognition as they're giving all these TikTok live stars. You know what I mean?
I guarantee you, right? Let's say someone like Olin. Let's say Olin.
Yeah.
Olin walks the street, and let's say Mons walks the street. Who's going to get recognized more?
Probably Mons. 100%.
Probably
Like,
Mons. I think Olin's 100% more gifted, more talented, all that stuff. He puts in the hard yards, but
Well, the
the
thing
person
about
that'll get more recognition will be Mons.
yeah, but the sad part is it's just because of the mainstream that what people have created here. They've created that niche. It's like that niche was never around.
Nah.
You know, like we had TikTok famous people back in the day, but it was never like clouded people. It was
No.
never people that had the clout that they had today. There was always
Yeah,
Instagram famous people. There was people that were coming around. You know, you had your few Instagram famous people, but now it's like different. Now it's like there's actual
It's
people
a
that are
different
like
kind of clout. I've never seen it
celebrities
before,
clout.
bro. I've never seen it before.
and it's I don't know. It's sad to say that that's the sort of stereotype that's been given to Western Sydney now. There was always a stereotype around Western Sydney. You know, like there was always people saying, you know, Western Sydney people are like that, blah blah blah. But now it's like it's not skits anymore. It's not an act anymore. It's actual personalities.
No, it's legit.
It's legit. It's like legit personalities that have, you know, been molded by what they've, you know, by what they've put out. You know, like they've got these people have actual teams.
Yeah.
These people have people that will die for them. You know, like they've created actual teams, and what we have here, we have nothing like that.
No.
I mean, we have people that follow us, support us, and that, but we don't. Do we have an actual people that are like fucking die-hard Lebbie fans?
I think we do. No, we do.
You can count them on one hand.
We do
You could
have
probably count them on
we do
one
have
hand,
a bit,
right?
but we can't discount like the people that are there every podcast. You know what I mean? They're commenting every podcast. They're there.
Yeah.
You got Perron. I'm gonna be straight up. We got like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
like Perron. Like he's always commenting. He's always there, and that's the people we do it for. Honestly,
100%. Yeah. You know, like there's specific people that are constantly supporting us every single podcast. And you can, as I said, you can count them on one hand. But then you got other people like Mons and like all these people that, the you know, TikTok area celebrities that have constant like fucking, you know, like they're constant support and people that will watch them like anytime they're live, you jump on their live, they have at least 500 viewers.
Yeah. Bro,
That's crazy. Any time of the day. Any time of the day.
crazy.
Like he can be on fucking 1 p.m. on a Tuesday and he'd have 500 viewers.
You know what, you said something before. You said if Mons goes off for 2 days, there's going to be people that are going to be like panicking.
There's going to be people that are rioting outside of Bankstown police station. I'm telling you, if the guy goes off live, not even 2 days, I reckon 1 day. 1 day he doesn't jump because he's live fucking 24 hours, 7 days a week. If he jumps off live for 1 day, there will be people rioting outside Bankstown police station, and I'm shitting you not, it will happen.
I want to see a guy scream at a lady. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm missing out.
But you know what? He's entertaining. The guy's
entertaining.
entertaining. You can't deny it. The guy's entertaining.
Yeah.
And I want to bring him on the podcast, but you know, he was meant to come. You know what? I'm going to be honest. He was meant to come one day. He didn't come. He cancelled on us last week. He didn't even cancel. He just didn't come. And like, as much as, you know, we're like upset about that and stuff, I just think, I don't know, man. The guy just doesn't really leave his house, but he's been collabing lately, so I don't know.
No, he's been linking up with people, bro. But I'm sick of like, bro. Every podcast we're talking about lives and like,
Yeah, I know.
we're always on this topic, but you have to talk about that because what I want from this podcast is to always talk about modern issues or modern,
But that's
social
but what else-
dilemmas or
but
whatever.
the thing
is
is,
going on.
we don't want to be niche here, but like
No.
the people that watch our podcast are all niche. Like there's no one from overseas. There is maybe a few people from overseas that watch us, but like how do you like?
But to build to overseas, you got to talk about more international topics. We got like you can't expect someone from America to come on. Oh, Mons, I want to hear what they want to say about him. Like, let's be honest. Like, but if we talk about Will Smith, for example, when we spoke about Will Smith, maybe some like they can actually relate more. They can relate more. But let's move on from the lives.
You want to talk about a conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Because last time I was in the car, and I was and like I heard this conspiracy theory, and it just made me wonder. Like, there's so many people that have come up with ideas that can basically change the world and make people in different firms and businesses lose a lot of money. So one of the biggest conspiracies I've heard about is the guy that invented the water car. So apparently this guy invented a car that runs on water. So I don't know what specifically, like maybe you can bring it up, specifically what he done. But what are you doing?
I got to put the hotspot.
Yeah, so this guy that made the water car, basically he changed the game in the automotive industry as we know it. So what he done was he invented a car that runs specifically on water. Could you imagine, like, you don't need to pay for petrol, all these petrol companies that are making billions and billions of dollars. It's $1 billion company that are making billions and billions of dollars. Imagine they just go, all right, we don't need petrol anymore. There's no more petrol stations. It's water stations. We just use water. And water is very abundant. So water would be so good for people to use. You know, you can just use water.
Yeah, but you got like electric cars.
That's true.
And electric cars can run on solar.
This was back in the 80s.
This
or
was
70s.
obviously
This
before
was a
electric
while
cars,
ago. So this was way before Tesla and everything. So this guy invented the water car. And apparently there was a lot of people that were seeking interest in his idea. So all these people started coming and being like, oh, you know, we'll offer you this much. And he was refusing a lot because he knew this idea was revolutionary. And then one day he decided, okay, he was going to give these 2 investors a go. So there was 2 investors that were coming to discuss potentially buying him out. He went to a dinner or a lunch or something with his brother, and they were sitting there and they were having dinner.
Yeah.
And then, so basically he was given some juice and all of them were drinking, and then they toasted, and he had a sip of his cranberry juice. And apparently it was cranberry juice. And as soon as he had a sip of his cranberry juice, clutched at his throat, and he couldn't breathe. So basically he ran off, and as he's running off, his brother chased him and he's like, oh, what's going on? And he was dying basically because he had been poisoned. And as he was dying, he said, they've poisoned me.
Oof.
And he died.
Far out.
And he died. And then people...
Mans was going to change the world.
Mans was about to change the world. And then apparently they'd done a full investigation. They'd done an autopsy, everything. And then they came out, died of a heart attack. So I mean, anyone with a fucking mind can know that this guy didn't die from a heart attack. Because the fact that he drank the cranberry juice And immediately, like, what's the coincidence of that? And he said they've poisoned me. So like, it's just such a conspiracy that I think till now people swept it under the rug as well. But this guy was killed. He was poisoned. And honestly, I don't think otherwise.
I mean, he was going against the $1 trillion
Right,
industry.
he was going against the oil industry and the petrol, like they
They're
are
lethal,
a
I'm telling
fucking
you,
multi-billion-dollar industry. So if you're going against someone like that, it's crazy.
It's like someone that finds a cure for cancer. I think the same thing will happen.
Well, you've heard a lot about that.
Yeah.
You've heard a lot.
You've got chemo. That's like a
Not only
industry.
chemo, but it's like also people that have realized in certain natural. Have you heard about this whole natural product thing?
Yeah,
Where there's like natural resources that can be used to cure cancer, but they never tell you about these natural resources.
Yeah.
Like Allah yarhamu, like when our grandfather had cancer, like
Yeah.
he had one of the worst ones. He had pancreatic cancer, and a lot of the things that he was using was like we're hearing about. Well, we never knew much about cancer until sadly you get someone that you know that has cancer, and then that's when you really do your research about it and you understand about it. And what we found out was a lot of the things he was doing was natural that we started giving to him, like apricot seeds and like
Habit barakid.
black seed oil and all
seeds.
these things like that. Like they help a lot. But the chemical world and like big pharma and that they wouldn't want you to know about that. They wouldn't want you to use that.
Well, for every sickness, I think there's a natural source that can counter that. Even like if you look at like fruits, like strawberry or whatever, there's always a benefit to it.
You know what? I was hearing about this the other day. Like back in the day, we were like intermittent fasting, for example. A lot of people tell you intermittent fasting is not good.
Yeah.
But if you look back in the days when we were fucking before all society, back in the olden days, like I'm saying the olden ages before, like when we used to go hunting and stuff, people used to only eat like once a day. I think max once a day, and they'd have a big meal, they'd catch, they'd hunt, and they'd eat. But now we want to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, supper, and we want to have a million fucking.
You want to have Maccas at
meals
like
a day.
2 a.m. Like
You know what I mean? No, but we want to have a million meals a day. But these people, if you look back in the Stone Ages, we were made to like eat, once a day, basically, like scavenge for food.
like high protein food
Yeah.
once a day. But I think it's because like your body needs to get to a routine, if that makes sense. Because like it can't be good for you to have a big meal at 2 a.m. because your body's not
true.
expecting it. Your body's like, oh wait, what's all this?
But you
food?
know what? If you look at exactly right, if you look at the olden days, like in the Stone Age, if you look at their bodies, they were all jacked. They all had muscles.
They're all jacked.
But you know why? It's because the shit that they were eating was all organic back then. It was all organic. It was all high protein.
Yeah, but it's not only that.
Animals, fucking carnivore diet. I mean, Joe Rogan does it. I'm not fucking. I'm not gonna say I'm a doctor or anything. Carnivore MD, whatever. I'm nowhere near that. But if you hear about Joe Rogan, he does the carnivore diet, and I think I'm gonna try it. I really want to try it. Do you think I should try it? The
You're
carnivore
gonna
diet?
try the carnivore, bro. You're gonna have
Not
a tough
now
time in the
because it's
bathroom.
Ramadan. Because it's Ramadan.
You know,
but
it fucks you in the bathroom.
I know I've heard about that.
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
after like
Joe Rogan
5
said it as well.
days, you got fucking exploding diarrhea. That's what I've heard about
I
carnivore
mean,
diet.
I don't know about exploding diarrhea, but
But you know what?
I
I think a carnivore diet is really good. Like from what I've seen from everyone that I've researched that has carnivore MD, Jordan Peterson, all these guys that actually have done the carnivore diet, they've said great things about it and they've said things that make sense. Like apparently it even fixes up your mental health.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
think
even,
so.
you even feel better. And that makes sense. Like every time I eat a steak, I'm not saying I'm a carnivore, but every time I eat a steak, I feel better.
Yeah, because it's high protein. I think
Yeah.
high protein foods are generally good.
And you know what they say? Like, how did we go from like having jacked bodies in the old age, in the Stone Age, to now you got fucking 70% of the population's obese?
Bro, they used to hunt. They used to hunt for their food.
They used to hunt.
Food wasn't
and they
easy to
used
get.
They used to eat once a day.
Let me
There's
say
a lot
this
of
as well, yeah. They used to actually go out and get their food. It's not like now I can go right now order Uber Eats for ftur. Like I don't even have to go outside.
but it's not just the Uber Eats. It's what we eat. It's all these
also
preservatives.
that as well, but-
it's all these preservatives and these additives that have all been added into our food. We don't know what the fuck we're eating.
yeah, it's
Bro.
that bad food is so easy to.
Bro, we went to Lebanon.
Yeah.
We saw the oranges there, and we saw the oranges here.
Yeah.
Bro, the oranges here are double the size of my head. The oranges in Lebanon are this big. They're that big. They're very
because
small.
they're not genetically modified.
They're not.
Yeah,
They don't have steroids.
There's
They
a bunch
put,
of shit.
Here they put steroids in the oranges. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
You think your local staunch burger from the gym's on gear? Wait
Bro,
till
I'm
see the
telling you,
orange, bro.
I've seen grapes the size of fucking lemons, bro.
Bro.
I've seen grapes the size of lemons.
Bro,
telling
these
ya.
fruits have to be on gear.
And the
I'm telling
taste,
ya.
no, but that's not only the thing. When we went to Lebanon, everything we ate there, the taste was fucking like organic. Like you can taste it well.
You can
Like
taste
even
it.
the eggs. How's that possible? Even the eggs in Lebanon, the labni, the za'atar,
you tasted-
the meat,
Yeah,
everything tasted like actual food.
You know what? The labni there, have you tried, like, compared the labni here
It's
to
very
there?
different. It's very,
Very
here.
different.
It tastes like nothing.
Even za'atar. Bro,
Wallah.
here, za'atar tastes,
You know
it just,
what?
it tastes very bland.
I think
don't
it's
know.
the actual, as we said, the preservatives and stuff that they add to the stuff in Australia.
Yeah.
It's not normal, bro.
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
And you gotta say shit like that can't be good for you.
No.
Like
You can't.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm
who,
not a
knows,
fucking
who knows,
scientist, but
who
it can't
knows
be
what
good for
they're
you.
putting in those fruits? Like,
I'm telling you, man. If you look at how we were back then and you look at how we are now and how we've advanced as a society, men don't have testosterone anymore, bro.
no.
I'm telling you, there's
Men-
no such thing as men
Yeah.
with testosterone anymore. Like I'm not trying to be like, what's that guy on TikTok, the fucking baldy guy?
Oh, Tate.
Who is that guy? The fucking
That
the
guy-
baldy guy with the glasses.
The guy that goes will be like, you're going to get eggs from your fridge, you're a bitch. Like, it'll be something like
I
that.
reckon
What do you
that
mean?
guy is the pinnacle of alpha male, but he's made it the word toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
That's that guy. He's actually that word toxic
Bro,
masculinity.
there's sometimes where I'm like, hang on, you kind of got a point. But then he goes off the charts. He'll go
Hey, you
from
know
like,
what? But you know what? I fucking love him, but because he's
Yeah.
like he says it how it is,
Yeah.
and he's maybe it's a personality. What people don't understand is these TikTokers and all these people that like they have a personality like that. It's a fucking personality that they're putting on some of the time.
Yeah. But you know,
It's not real, but it's fucking genius because he makes people question. He's like, and he makes people get a reaction, and that's what it's all about. I think social media in general.
Yeah.
I've figured out social media. Social media is all about getting a reaction.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Like
te-
right now, everything we do is for a reaction.
Yeah. See, right now, our attention span to the someone will be watching the podcast, but they won't be fully attentive to it. Their attention span will be like that.
Yeah,
But let's say out of nowhere, I go, let's get up. What, you want to go?
Yeah.
We'll go like
Bang,
that.
You know what I mean? And that's what
Yeah.
these guys do. Like they have a certain personality. Like they'll make an outrageous fucking claim.
Yeah.
They'll be like, as you said, the guy would say, you know what? If you go and get eggs from your fridge, you're a fucking bitch.
No, pretend. Say it again, but I'm gonna be the listener. I'm just going like that. I'm pretending I'm listening.
Yeah, so the E equals MC squared. You know what? If you get eggs from your fridge, you're a fucking bitch. And then you look
I'll
at
be
it
like,
like,
what the fuck? And then you're more attentive. Then they become. They go, what the hell? They start
yeah.
debating.
You know what though? I think there's that guy. I get mixed up between that guy and the other guy. Have you seen the other guy that like just puts it on females?
The guy on the podcast.
Yeah,
He'll
he
be-
goes, get the fuck out. Come on.
Bro,
Get
you
the fuck
think we're harsh, bro? We're sweethearts.
This guy.
This
Oh,
guy.
man, you know this guy
Bro.
is every feminist's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
He's every but you know what? Sometimes he makes a point. I fucking think he makes a point.
He does make a point sometimes.
What there was one where I really agreed with him. What was he saying?
men
Oh.
men have it a bit harder. Is that?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
like men have it a bit harder, and you know what? I see that point. Men do have it a bit harder because we are expected to be this alpha male. We can't cry. As soon as you cry, you looked at as a bitch, and every female will be like, "Oh, okay, sorry, no. Crying brings out your emotions. Crying makes you a better person." No, shut up. If we cry, you are automatically going to lose respect, and you're going to think, "Suck it up, princess," because you're a man.
Yeah.
That's honestly, and that's the truth.
No, you're expected to provide and go out and provide for the family, provide
100%.
for the food and the money, whatever it is.
And
You're
as a
expected-
man, you're not expected to have emotions. You're not expected to actually be vulnerable and be upset about anything. For a female, it's fine. I mean, if a female comes up to you and says, "Oh, I've had a shit day. Oh my god, I'm so upset. I just want chocolate." You're meant to sit there and go, "All right, babe, here's some chocolate." But if a guy, reverse the roles, if a guy comes home and goes, "You know what, man, I'm just upset. I'm anxious. You know, I'm not." You're automatically looked at as either weak, or you're looked at as someone who's just can't provide, or you're not a man, or you're not an alpha male. It's just the way society, and I'm not blaming females, or I'm not blaming males. I'm just saying this is the way society has become.
Yeah, even like paying the bill. Like the guy has to pay the bill. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't just let the lady pay the bill. It's just expected.
100%.
And also
100%.
like you can't go and shake your
You know
ass
what?
on TikTok.
Hang
Can you?
on. Can you go? I want to get back to that point.
Yeah.
Paying the bill on the first date.
Yeah.
I feel like, all right, I agree that the male should pay all the time. The male has to pay. Like it's just part of tradition, right?
Yeah.
And don't tell me, toxic masculinity, this bullshit that the male has to pay. But the one thing I think the female should do is offer. At least offer. If you
Yeah.
don't offer, then I automatically lose respect for you. I'm being serious.
But you're going to decline the offer.
You're going to decline
but
the
it's
offer.
just a principle.
100%. The man is going to decline the offer. He's going to pay.
Yeah.
But it's just the principle of offering. Yep, I can pay. we're obviously going to tell you keep your money where your mouth is and just, keep your money on you.
Yeah.
We're going to pay. But if a female just expects you to pay and does not even say thank you, and trust me, there are females that you pay on the first day and they don't even say thank you because it's like, oh, it's expected.
No, and it's expected to be like a high class restaurant. We don't eat small meals. We want like fucking $100 steak.
The male has to pay, but it's like if the female offers to pay, my respect, I'm telling you, goes from here to here.
Yeah, I agree.
Bro, it shoots up, and I know I'm gonna pay, but it's still like, and you know what I love when they go like, come on, you have to let me. And I'm like, the more they try, the more it's sort of like
it's more attractive.
Goes up. It's more attractive, you know. And I know, like it sounds fucked, but I'm being honest here. Like if a girl, even after you pay, was like, oh, you didn't have to do that and that, it just makes you feel good. It doesn't make you feel like you were expected to, even though you were expected to pay.
It feels like you done a good deed, like you went above and beyond.
Because it is a good deed in the end of the day. Like, I mean, obviously the guy's meant to pay, but it's like it's good for a guy to pay because it's like it's a good gesture. But if a female doesn't make you feel like it was a good gesture, you automatically lose respect for them.
Some couples split the bill. Like
I don't know how the fuck they do
I don't know how the fuck they do that, but apparently they split
Imagine
the bill,
there's a guy on the first date that tells you, okay, so you got the you got the bruschetta and I got the ravioli. So look,
hang on. You got extra sauce.
Yeah.
You got extra sauce. All right, you got to pay for that sauce.
I don't understand how some like. All right, there's two types of people, right?
Yeah.
There's people that split the bill exactly, or there's people that go, oh, okay, sorry, I paid for this and I paid for that and I paid for that. If you're one of those people that said, oh, sorry, I didn't get one drink. I got fucking wedges, but I didn't get sour cream.
I hate
that. That pisses me the fuck off. You are the worst kind of person ever.
You know when we go out with mates as well, I used to go out with my mates. We used to split it. Like I can get a drink, but I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll pay whatever it's split into. Yeah. Even though I only got a drink, he got a meal. But sometimes it's just out of respect.
Like,
you know.
Sometimes you go have shisha, for example.
Yeah.
You're not gonna count how much fucking puffs each person had.
Yeah.
There's people that literally go, okay, I didn't smoke shisha, so I'm not paying. I'm not splitting for that. Shut the fuck up and grow some. I mean, you might be a female, but like, just grow a pair. Grow a pair. I don't care, even if you're a female, grow a pair.
Yeah, because you know why as well? Because this is how I think of it. This time I might have just ordered the drink, but next time I might get a shisha and a meal and a drink. But then I'm going to expect the other guy to not save.
There's a lot of things around financial and paying the bill and stuff like that. And like, honestly, I think money, like we all say money comes and goes. And that's my mentality in terms of money.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about money, like I don't care. Like I don't really think like even if I pay for someone or like if I go to my mate, like I've got you this time, I'll pay this time. I don't even think like, oh, next time they have to shout me. Like
No.
Maybe it's bad. I don't know. Is that the wrong mentality to have?
No, that's fine. I think mates... money shouldn't come between mates. It shouldn't.
100%.
It shouldn't.
Money shouldn't come between anything. I mean, business, they tell you don't mix family and business. Keep your family and business. Smalls. Keep your family and business completely separated.
Yeah. 10 crack commandments.
But I think if people fight over money, that really shows your true colors. I think no one should ever fight over money. Like,
yeah, it's ugly, man. It's
like,
ugly.
look at me and you, for example, right?
Yeah.
This isn't it's not a full business, but we still get paid from this. And like, have we ever even argued like, oh, nah, fuck it, I got to get paid this much and this much? We just both know how much we make, and we both split what we make, and pretty much.
I don't chase you up too much. Like, if we get paid from, like, let's say our sponsor or whatever, I'm not gonna say, oh, you should have split it. Oh, did you get the money yet? I'm not like that. I'm just
because at the end of the day, we know that money is it comes and goes, and that's the thing. Like, we're born with a white cloth, and I said it last time. I said it during the live, actually. I don't think I've said this during the podcast. But I always say this. We're born wrapped in a white cloth and we're going to die and be buried wrapped in a white cloth. So we come with nothing and we leave with nothing. And there's that TikTok sound. You're born alone and you die alone.
Yeah,
and it's so true. Like, you're born alone and you die alone. And when they say alone, it's like just you. Like, you have no money. So whether you have $1 million or whether you have $10 million or whether you have $0, we're all going to end up in the same hole and we're going to leave with nothing. And that money that you're so much chasing and you're fucking constantly chasing your whole life, who's that going to go to? The next generation.
Your kids.
And then your kids, and then your kids. And there's always going to be a generation after that, And
100%.
Like, you know, like that money's constantly going to be flowing, but you're not going to leave with that money. You know
you're not. You leave every worldly matter just stays. That's why... I mean, Deen over dunya, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? There was a saying that someone said, money is an illusion. And I always thought about it. I'm like, how is money an illusion? Like, how? Like that saying, I swear someone told me it once and I thought about it for probably a year straight. Not like straight, just thinking about it, but like every time it pop up and I'd be like, that guy that said money is an illusion, what does he mean by that? Money is an illusion. And what does money is an illusion actually mean?
Does he mean like it's not really there? It's just, I mean, it doesn't equate to anything.
What is it actually? What is money actually? Like it's a concept.
It's a
right?
currency.
It's a currency, but it's a concept. It's like a concept. It's an object. It's an object that you can use to buy things.
Well, there's always been trade. Even if you go back thousands of years,
Yeah.
they used to trade things. It wasn't money necessarily, but
No.
it'd be like, give me your sheep. I'll give you, I don't know, a chicken, whatever.
You know what I think about it as well? Like all these people that are rich and all these people that have so much money, like they all have a shit. They all sit on the toilet and shit.
Yeah.
And that
do
is
it.
probably the
Yeah.
most natural thing a human can do, but it's
Interesting way to
also
look
one of
at
the
it.
most ridiculing thing someone can do. But it's the most natural thing at the same time. So when I say ridiculing thing someone can do, is it's like if you're caught in that act, what are you? You're just a human.
Yeah. I mean, it's the
And
base.
we're all just humans.
It's the basis
We're
of
all
human
just
life.
humans.
You excrete, you eat, and you excrete. That's just
You
what it
eat
is.
and you excrete. You can't carry more than you
I don't
can.
know about women though. I'm suspect. Do women
I
go?
don't know.
Do women take a shit? No, I'm joking.
You know what? Until I was in about year 8, I thought women don't fart. And then when I found out women fart, I'm like, what the fuck? Women fart?
Ew.
Bro, I swear to God, when I found out women fart, I
Yeah.
just got turned off.
Bro, you know what
I was
turned
like,
me
what
off?
the
once?
hell? Because I imagined because back then my crush was Megan Fox.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, Megan Fox farts? Megan Fox farts?
Wait till you see her toe.
And I'm like, shit. Oh, I haven't seen her toe.
Oh, you haven't, bro? Her toe. There's one
What's
of her
up with
toe
her toe?
fingers. She's got 2 fingers as one toe finger. I think.
Oh, that's slack. That's probably some
no.
mutation or
Oh
something.
fuck.
You're getting cancelled.
Nah, but
You're fucking getting cancelled.
No,
This
but
is
I mean-
uncut. This is uncut.
no,
Moses,
but no, because
Moses
see,
Ismail getting cancelled.
no, because people see it as like a perfect human. You know what I mean? No one's
I
perfect.
mean, she kind of is perfect, bro.
I have a shit hairline.
He's perfect in
That's a
my
medical
eyes.
condition. What if you say I have a shit hairline? That's
Well, no, you don't have no, but that's not a medical condition. Do you have alopecia?
oh no.
Don't fucking say you have alopecia if you don't have alopecia.
Hey, I'm gonna chuck a Will Smith.
Hey, Moses, G.I. Jane 2? Fucking love to see it. G.I. Jane 2? Love to see
Yeah,
it.
Jane too. Can't wait to see. Hey,
Yeah.
do you want to wrap this up with a sports segment?
Wait, I was going to talk about one more
You wanna
thing.
talk about
I
one
was going
thing?
to talk about one more thing, but
Because it's almost iftari. No, I'm joking. It's still like
no, there's still like 20 minutes. Oh, but by the time we
by
drive.
the time we
you're
get
right,
there, you
it's
got to
true.
think about that.
We always do this. I don't know why we do the podcast right before
I
Iftar.
don't know why I said iftari. I acted
Iftari.
Pakistani there.
You know what? You get one. You know what? I have one Pakistani friend, and I learn a few Pakistani words, and I can't stop saying it.
Yeah.
Like ftur, I say iftari.
Yeah,
Suhoor, I say sihri.
yeah.
You know, I say
So true.
what is it? Rishta. That's like a relationship.
Right.
What's the other one? You know how they say.
Jalebi?
You know how they say katb kitab?
Yeah.
I think they say nikah. Nikah.
Nikah.
Nikah.
Almost said something
Mm,
else
fucking
there.
trying to catch you out
Oh,
there.
you don't want to say
Trying
that.
to catch you out there.
What is that?
I've
that
only been to
clothing-
Lakemba once.
What do they call that? Abiy? Is it kurta?
Kurta, yeah, kurta. Fuck, this guy's on the ball, eh?
That's it, bro. I know.
This guy's on the ball.
I know Pakis, bro. I know
You know
Pakistanis.
Pakis. What was I going to say? I've only been to Lakemba once this
Yeah.
whole year. And I feel like I want to go again, but it's like, it's just so packed. Like, why are the lines so packed? Like, bro, if I want to wait 2 hours for a camel burger, I will go somewhere else. Like how good can the camel burger be to wait for 2 hours?
Bro,
It's too long.
Can I say something? I have not gone there this whole Ramadan.
Why?
It sounds outrageous, but I have not gone there. I
tradition.
don't find the need to sit and wait 2 hours for a mediocre camel burger.
Those people, you know,
It's
those
average.
people that have the TikToks that say what I ate during the Lakemba festivals, and they've literally tried everything. I'm like, you've actually been there for about 3 days straight. There's no day. There's no way you could try all those foods without being there
No,
for
you
3 days
can't,
straight.
bro. Like,
They're like,
I fucking-
you know, the same music. And
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
what I ate today, and they had the potato stick, they had the camel burger, they had the corn in the cob, they had the fucking potato on a stick, they had everything.
people
They
are
they
waiting.
even had jalebi. They even had jalebi.
Wow.
And then they sit there and they act like they weren't there for 3 days straight. I don't believe you were there for less than 3 days
Yeah,
straight.
I only went there once. What are you talking about?
Bro, the line is not normal. Even that, especially that one camel burger place in front of Roasted Chicken, I'm giving them a free shout out here.
Bro, I'm not
But
gonna wait
place
that. I'm not.
literally is so packed every single time. And like, I've tried the camel burger. I waited 3 hours and I tried it. And I'm sorry, but it's not a 3 hour wait for that camel burger.
Nah, bro. I'm not
Bro,
waiting.
it's-
I'm not waiting that long.
Camel burger, bro.
Bro, you know what's crazy as well? There's people waiting that long for corn. Brother, make it at home. It's corn.
Even the potato on a stick. I'm
It's
sorry.
fucking corn.
It's potato on a stick.
Yeah.
I'll bring you Smith's chips. I'll put it in a fucking stick and I'll bake it a bit. And all right, potato on a stick. I'll put you some salt and vinegar.
we sound like Karens or like we're nagging, but bro,
but
I don't find the
reason-
attracting
the
aspect
reason-
of it. I don't find it.
I hate the aspect of waiting in line. I'm
Me
sorry,
too.
I might sound pretentious, but the reason why I went to Gold Coast and barely went on any of the rides because the lines. I
No,
can't
yeah,
stand
I
the
know.
lines. I can't stand it.
I know it's like even like Nefi. I don't want to hate on him, but
Oh yeah.
it's
The
pretty
Liverpool one
average,
as
bro.
well.
It's pretty average.
Cornflakes and fucking.
It's really average.
Anyway, I'm not going to bag anyone out. I hate bagging out businesses, but you got to look. It's not for me. Maybe it's for everyone else. I don't know, but I'm not going
It's
to
just
bag out.
about concept and just gathering, bro. That's it. That's all it's about.
It's just about, you know what it's about? It's about someone putting it on their Instagram and you just wanting to put it on your Instagram because someone else put it on their
Yeah.
Instagram. That's literally what's running all fucking businesses these days.
That's it.
It's girls that say other girls putting something on social media and it's like, oh my God, look, she went and had potato on a stick. So
Even
I'm going to have potato on a stick.
bro. We had Cake Mail last week, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the same thing. Social media is like big in businesses, and he knows that firsthand, obviously.
100%. It's like you see someone that has a potato on a stick and you automatically just want to put that aesthetic on your phone and that's it.
That's it.
Anyway, let's wrap it up. I'm
Sports
pretty hungry.
segment. Yeah, Sonny Bill. Apparently, he's gonna verse Jake Paul.
You know what? When I saw that, when he's like, I'm gonna fight, and he's like, what do you say, Floyd Mayweather, and he's saying the biggest names in the world, and then he goes, Sonny Williams from Australia, and I'm like, what the fuck? Firstly, called him Sonny Williams instead of Sonny Bill Williams,
yeah.
and then he called him fucking Sonny Williams from Australia.
Bro.
I'm like, how the fuck does he even know Sonny Williams exists?
You know Sonny Bill, bro, the man that put the shoulder charge to work. You know what
Brother,
I mean?
listen, Sonny Bill Williams. Imagine he shoulder charges him in a fucking boxing
Bro.
match.
Jake Paul, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Sonny Bill's gonna.
Hey, I'd love to
you
see. I'd love to see Jake Paul run it straight at Sonny Bill and get put on his ass. I'd literally love
Have
to
you
see
seen
that.
that one video, bro, when that Sonny Bill put that hit?
Bro.
I swear the guy's soul left his body.
Did you see the sweat and the fucking the water that came off
I've
his
never
body?
seen so much sweat get off a man.
Bro,
I've
the
never-
sweat that came off his body. It's like every fucking bodily fluid left his body.
Bro,
That's what it felt like.
it's more sweaty than like a couple men in the sauna. You know what I mean?
It was so
It's
sweaty.
so sweaty.
But yeah, bro, imagine that fight actually happens.
Bro,
that will
crazy.
be crazy for Australia. That would be crazy. Bro, Jake Paul is like one of the biggest fucking pay-per-view sellers in the
Yeah.
world.
But you know those names that he said? It's like me saying, oh, I want to get, I'll say like some local boxers, and then I'll go Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. Bro,
He's
what-
like, no, he's like Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, Sonny Williams from Australia. Wait, what? I'm like, wait,
you had
what?
to
Rewind.
specifically say from
I'm like,
Australia
I'm
as
like,
well.
stop the record. Rewind that. And I rewinded it, and I'm like, bro, he actually said Sonny Williams from
Yeah.
Australia.
Crazy,
He,
man.
he didn't say George Cambosis. He didn't say fucking, you know, he didn't say anyone.
Bro, Cambosis will kill him. Bro.
Because he knows Cambosis will kill him.
Yeah.
But he's like Sonny Williams. And I'm like, you know what? What's the height difference there? Sonny Bill's probably way taller than
Sonny
him.
Bill's tall, bro.
Sonny Bill seems pretty tall.
He's pretty big as well.
But Jake Paul's pretty big as well.
bit of a weight difference, is there?
I mean, Jake Paul's pretty big as well. He's like 200. What is he, 200 pounds?
Oh, I speak kilos, brother. I don't
know.
speak pounds. Maybe only in weight divisions. That's it. That's
I don't
all
know. But anyway, man, that's crazy. I mean, if that happens for Australia, that'll be the biggest payday Sonny Bill Williams will ever get.
Bro, but that's what we need. We need them to get into those situations. Sonny Bill, milk
Could you
it, bro.
imagine if you
call Jake Paul out, make
Yeah,
a video?
But that's the problem with Australian boxers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Australian combat sports, Australian boxers, anyone that's from Australia that's in the combat world, seriously, get your shit talk game together because people are doing the shit talk for you, and like they have the potential. Like we have crazy, like we got Volkanovski, we got fucking Robert Whittaker, we got Cambosis, we got all these amazing fighters that are coming out of Australia, Tai Tuivasa, but there's no shit talk.
Bro, talk your
They're
shit.
too nice. Like they're like, literally, have you seen Robert Whittaker in one of the interviews
Oh, bro.
with Adesanya? He's like, I love this dude, man. I respect him as a fighter. and Adesanya's sitting there trying to like shit talk.
Yeah,
Rob.
he tries.
He's
it.
trying to shit
like
talk Rob.
Adesanya goes, "Fuck you," and then or something like
And
that.
then Rob's like, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I love you, bro. And I'm like, bro, he's giving you the opportunity.
you know what?
To shit talk back.
I think Izzy might knock me out. To be fair,
Look,
but
if Izzy knocks me out, all
no,
respect to
bro,
him, man.
you're gonna knock him, and you're gonna knock
So
him the
what
fuck
the
out.
problem
That's
is,
it.
we got to fix our shit talking game, and we got to make sure that we call these people out from America and from the UK because they can't take us seriously. They look at
Exactly.
us like we're too nice.
Yeah,
We can't be too
these
nice.
Aussies are way too
Look,
nice.
I'm
man.
sorry. Look, we have. I can't deny that we have the skill. As Aussies, we have
we're
the fucking
very
skill, bro.
skillful.
We're
Wow.
very skillful as combat sports fighters. But the problem is we do not have the shit talk, and we can't I feel like we don't shit talk enough.
Bro, you look at Volkanovski, bro. He's almost pound for pound. He's doing
Bro,
serious.
he
bro,
ran through
he's
the
winning.
zombie. He ran through zombie.
He could be pound for pound.
He beat Holloway twice.
Yeah,
He beat Ortega.
crazy. Like the only other guy that's better than him right now in terms of the whole UFC pound for pound, I think it's Usman. That's it. But other than that, he's the most consistent, bro. He's winning.
He's winning, man.
Like your Tigers won the other day, huh?
Yeah, the West Tigers, man. Fucking, it was like we won the grand final.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy because like, I should have wore the Tigers jersey on this episode.
You should have, hey.
I actually should have. Fuck, next time. But you know what? That was a good win. And against Parramatta, like, I mean, I like Parramatta. If I had a second, I'm just going to say it. If I had a second favorite team in the NRL, it'd be Parramatta. What about those people that say, like, you ask them, who do you go for? And they're like, oh, so my first team is Manly, my second team is Tigers, my third team is Eels, my fourth team is Doggies, my fifth team is
He'll
Penrith.
name half the ladder, bro. What are you talking
And then you're
about?
like, cuz, pick one team. And he's like, oh, no, well, I can't pick one team because I have like 16 different teams that I go for.
New South Wales Blues, Queensland Maroons, City, Country.
New South Wales All-Stars, Indigenous All-Stars. And you're like, cuz, name one team. One team
What, is
for
this
me.
not a competition? Is this just fucking...
Bro,
frenzy?
seriously, they I don't know. There's some people that literally do not know how to pick one team.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of bandwagons as well. They'll be
You
like...
know what? If you're a type of supporter in any sport that goes for more than one team, get the fuck, don't support the sport. Do not watch the sport, please.
100%,
Do not
please.
watch the sport.
Don't go near a TV that has televised sport.
It's
Don't
bad
go near
and
it.
it's bad and it's sad for the sport. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
It's bad
But,
and it's sad.
It's bad and it's sad for the sport, and you should really consider picking one team because that's what it's all about. Anyways, guys, I'm starving. It's 5:06.
This was actually pretty good. Like this was
It was a good podcast.
we got to talk our whatever we wanted
Talk our
to.
shit at the start, obviously vent a bit, and then release the second half.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, obviously, inshallah, we're gonna have a guest next week. But yeah, after that, I don't know what we're gonna do because we're gonna change up this whole setting. And when I mean change up the setting, it's gonna be a completely different setting, different way we're sitting, and everything, and it's gonna be a lot more comfortable. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks everyone. As I always say, thanks everyone for supporting us. Please subscribe. We're heading towards 6,000.
Yep.
Subscribe,
Keep the
share,
engagement
like,
up.
keep the engagement up. Comment your thoughts and everything. And yeah, man, love you guys.
Be prepared. Second channel.
Yeah, yalla.